Hello, everyone. You're playing Farming Simulator 22 on Lost Worlds. Since last episode, finished up all the harvesting, kind of cleaned a bunch of stuff up, fed the cows, took care of some silage, just did a whole bunch of random little things, Evan. And we're now back into the month of November here. We can mow our grass one more time. This will be the last time here. At least I'm pretty sure it is anyway. If we double check here, yes, this will be the last month we can mow our grass. So at this point, we have mowed it. I'm just checking here. We mowed it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times so far. So yeah, we mowed it 9 times. Like, oh my goodness. I've heard of like people getting 6 cuttings off their grass before, which is unheard of to me anyway. Around where I live, it's usually anywhere from like 2, maybe 4 if you're like really pushing it somehow. But yeah, 9 cuttings. Oh my goodness. Anyway, we're gonna, you know what? I also need to, come on, there we go. We need to be 11.8, nope, 11.8, right? Yeah, I think it was 11.8 if I remember correctly. Get that offset set correctly. Running the John Deere 3020 here with this, was it an International? Yes, the International 1590, I believe it was. 1590, yeah, there we go. See it better. International 1590 mower here. Toe behind Haybine here. Okay. And speaking of which, we got one more mower to get going here yet as well. We also got a bunker we can open up here. We'll get to that here in a few moments. Okay, we'll get all our mowers going here first. We'll probably keep doing what we've been doing, everyone. We've been making hay on this field, silage over on that field. Again, the silage pays quite well, as you would probably expect. So let's see, first waypoint. And we might as well drive over there, running the 4020 on this mower here. A little bit bigger tractor here with the 4020 as compared to the 3020. Okay, make sure we turn it on here again. Courseplay does not know how to. I lowered that down. Try that again. There we go. Lower down and on. Perfect. Oh, and before I forget, almost forgot one last step. We got to get rid of the offset. Again, don't you folks just love it here? Courseplay adds an offset to this one, even though I zero it out every time, and it doesn't need one. Meanwhile, the one that does need one, it doesn't add it to, and it really, come on, Courseplay. That mower needs an offset. Courseplay keeps zeroing it out. This one doesn't need an offset. It keeps adding it. Well, technically, we could run this one with an offset too, I suppose, Evan. Again, Courseplay doesn't understand how to, swing it back and forth. Wow, we need lime on this field again. Okay, good to know. Speaking of lime, I think, wasn't there another field that needed lime here? Should probably get that going here as well. Get some field work. Yeah, I think our cornfield, and wow, looks like our hayfield over here needs lime too, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, can I should be able to visit this location. There we go. Nope. There we go. Yeah, okay, yeah. pH value, bad. That's probably unfortunate too, because you probably actually needed to have lime on this field earlier. I don't think I must not have noticed that or something, Evan, because wow. All the attention I was paying to these fields here, I would have thought I would have noticed that, but apparently not. So, also we need to plow this field here as well. I got the white sitting out here waiting to go on that one. Yeah, I guess we can plow it. We'll come back to that job. We'll come back to that one. I might do that job ourselves here. First things first, though, let's go check out our bunker oven. Used up all the remaining silage we had left, by the way, so there is no silage left here for the cows, of course. We've got a bunker full of it here. At least it should be done fermenting, I would think. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, never mind. I thought that would have been done by now, but nope, it is not. Okay, well then, that is fine. Go check our truck here. There should be, yep, a load of silage bales here. We're going to sell these here in a minute. There should be another good chunk of money here, everyone. We've been selling a load of these every month here so far. And again, we get about 100 grand or so from this every time we sell them. I don't think anyone's going to complain about that one, right? Okay, let's see what's here. See if we can actually unload these. Nope, not that side. load these in the correct spot here. Normally I come in from this at the other direction here, so bingo there. $123,000 in sold bills. Hey, we'll take it, right? We'll take it. No bonus on this apparently. So yeah, when we sell silage, apparently you don't get no bonus for that. Oh well. Oh, that reminds me. I'm looking up at the farm. I'm going to see that manure tank there. We need to do something with that manure tank. That manure tank does not work where it's at. And again, I'm not entirely sure why. I've been told two different things. One, it might not be close enough. That I could possibly agree with that. It might not be. I mean, how do you know, right? I don't think the game really specifies. The game just says like it needs to be close, right? Which I mean, to me, that is pretty close if you ask me. One. But then also, this one might be one you need to manually fill, from what I've been told. So I should probably just sell this one here a minute while we're at it, and before I forget. Construction. Go to demolition here. Yeah, we'll just sell that one. Unfortunate, $85,000. Yeah, that'll be a good chunk of money. And just out of curiosity, just because we can, maybe check and see if we got any other manure pits here. There we go. There's some. Just want to see if this one will be big enough for here or not. Does it tell me where the unload spot is? I'm assuming it's going to probably be around. It's around the backside there. Let's try that, see if that'll work or not. I don't know, like, how do you tell when, like, is it close enough? It's not telling me if it's got anything in it. Sell liquid manure tanks. Oh, I guess I can sell it from here. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know you could do that. Cool. And actually, you know what? One way you might be able to tell for the cows. Hey, that does. Yeah, I believe that is close enough, everyone. If you look at the cows now, it used to be that was full, 150,000 liters. Now it does show additional capacity there. So that to me suggests that is probably working over here. Maybe I should have gone with a large one, though, because that still might fill up. I guess we'll find out. Speaking of filling up, by the way, I think our solid manure here. We got quite a bit of solid manure here as well. Amazing the difference it makes, everyone, when your cows are actually, like, producing very steadily, right? If you remember from our previous barn, we got the same number of cows, everyone. In fact, we got the same cows. Yeah, and they're actually, like, continually producing here, right? So, which actually begs the question. I'm not sure why they're all split up like this. I don't understand what is going on with this one. We got 16 here, 17 here, and 27. I don't know. Oh, I guess just the reproduction. These are at 20%. Oh, that's the bull. Those are at 10%. These are at 0. I don't know. You know, again, kind of a shame. We're 50 episodes in here. These cows have made us absolutely nothing yet, except cost us millions of dollars. So now, I suppose I could have bought adult cows. That might have helped, but still. Anyway, let's go hop over to our baling tractor here, or grab a tractor for baling, maybe I should say. I don't know if I have a tractor on the baler here or not. Not actually sure where the baler even is here. Oh, right there. Okay. Looking right past it. Actually, that probably did not disconnect in the right spot, did it? There we go. That's where I want to disconnect. We are done chopping, finally. Finally done chopping. That took us a few episodes to get that job all done, everyone. Helps that you have 2 choppers, by the way. Note to self. Run 2 choppers. Makes a big difference. Oh, yeah. It takes all the connections this 4020 has. It has 2 hydraulic outputs, and it actually shows an electrical connector on this one. I don't know if that's actually a factory or not. I mean, I don't remember. I don't think the 4020s had factory connections, did they? They might have. And if they did, it was probably not like the standard one like they have nowadays, right? Might have just been like a 12-volt connection, and that was it. I like to say that, again, and I've got a John Deere 2510 in real life, everyone, and it just had a little 2-pin connector on the back, so just like power. That was it, right? Okay, and let's actually, you know what? Let's go grab the Courseplay course from the mower here. We're gonna copy that. And hop back over on the tractor there. There we go. Perfect. Paste it over here. First waypoint, drive course. That baling going here. And then actually, speaking of baling, that reminds me too. Works pretty good if we run right behind it with the rake. Oh, right in the way. Would work better probably if I would have started him right away here. But oh well. Oh, I was gonna say. Should work. Yep, he does know how to lower it. I found that actually works pretty good if you start the rake right behind the mower of one. Then they have a lot less chance of getting in collision with each other. Otherwise, they are a fair ways apart. And next thing you know, they're in collision with each other. Okay, we are gonna go hop over, and I figure start plowing here. There we go. Trying to click on the tractor there. Running the white 2155 here with the John Deere 100. John Deere 100. Got the John Deere 100 chisel plow here. Get some chisel plowing down here on this field. You can tell where we skip months here on this field. That one, first month here that we're able. Actually, it might not even been the first month we were able to chop corn. It might have been. Well, it's the 1 month before it was ready to harvest, right? We started chopping, and that section already has full-grown weeds on it here. And then the stuff we chopped just last month just has the small weeds. I think we got just 2 fields that need to be plowed here, I think anyway. We'll find out. Oh, done like a nice little chisel plowing job, right, everyone? As I mentioned, at least around where I live, I mean, still fairly common to see farmers chisel plowing their fields, particularly in the fall, usually. Most farmers around here are usually doing some form of heavy tillage in the fall, ripping up the ground and that type of thing. I know you see a lot of them really pushing like the no-till type operation. And again, like I said, I mean, you don't see a whole lot of no-till, especially like completely no-till around where I live. Usually most farmers are doing, a couple of passes on the field when it comes to tillage. Obviously, chisel plowing being one of the bigger ones there, where you're really moving some dirt sometimes. Kind of hard to tell where the field and the grass here begins in a few places. Like the weeds and the grass are blended in fairly well here. Reminder while we're going around the field, everyone, if you haven't already clicked that subscribe button, by the way, don't forget to do so. Always very much appreciated. And of course, once you are subscribed, don't forget to turn on your notifications there as well. Get notified of the next latest, greatest episode going live here. Speaking of which, by the way, Evan, thinking we're probably going to do one more year on this map, and we're going to try to probably make it a little bit quicker than we did last year. So maybe a little less mowing, right? we did a lot of mowing here last year as far as our hay fields went. That's kind of what I'm thinking at this point. And one last year in this game, then we're probably going to wrap it up, move on to another map. So maybe a couple more weeks here at the most on this map. Speaking of a couple weeks here, by the way, I believe I mentioned this here last week, Evan, but starting next week, there will most likely not be any videos here next week. So next week will be most likely. Again, it's kind of dependent on baby, everyone. So depending on when said baby decides to come, there will most likely be no videos next week. So again, just to be clear, that's going to depend on that, which you folks can probably guess. Depending on that is well, maybe not. It could be this week. It could be you folks get this video and then maybe there's no video Wednesday. Could very well be, Evan. Don't know, right? But again, Evan, like I said, when the time happens, there'll probably be, I don't know if it'll be a week, a couple days, I don't know, but there'll for sure probably be a few days of missing videos. That is the tentative plan here at this point, Evan. So and I'll probably try to post something on my social media accounts, so just stay tuned for those. Again, you can find links for all that stuff down below in the description there, everyone. Don't forget, too, if you like the video, well, you know what to do. I'm going to give it the old thumbs up right there. Plus, if you have any suggestions for the next map, let me know. Throw it down below. Next map will probably be the last map we will play on here in Farming Simulator 22. By the time we finish with the next map, more than likely Farming Simulator 25, or we'll just, Farming Simulator 25 comes out, and that'll be the end of the next map, right? So again, stay tuned for that. I'm in Farming Simulator 25 here. We are, I'm trying to look at our calendar here, August 19. So we are September, October, 3 months? I'm doing the math. I believe we are 3 months away from Farming Simulator 25. Correct, everyone? So you never know. I guess there might be time for another map. Yeah, we'll have to see once here. But for sure, probably one more map, everyone. Maybe two. Maybe two. You never know. So we'll see once what map we can find. Make sure we see if we can find a really good one to end Farming Simulator 22 on, right? I know some of you folks like to play the old game until the mods start coming out. In my case, Evan, we'll probably go straight to Farming Sim in 25. The way I look at them, there's going to be lots of new equipment, at least I would think anyway. There'll be lots of new equipment in Farming Simulator 25 to check out, so we'll probably check out all the new equipment there first. And not to mention, too, Evan, the game is going to come with, hopefully, the bare necessities here this time. The bare necessities, in my opinion, being GPS. Now, is that GPS going to be any good compared to what we have now? I guess, we'll have to wait and see, everyone. We'll have to wait and see. It does not sound very promising to me, but at the very least, it does have a potential form of GPS, right? And then it sounds like, too, the hired workers might actually be able to comprehend a little bit more than they do here in 22. We'll see if that actually helps them or not. I mean, verdict's out on that one, if you ask me. I mean, how many of you folks think that hired workers are actually going to work well here this time? I mean, let's face it, hired workers in Farming Simulator 22 are an absolute joke. I mean, pretty much every single version of Farming Simulator, hired workers have been an absolute joke, everyone. Like, you cannot count on them to complete a field, right? Like with Courseplay, typically you can put Courseplay on the job, and Courseplay will usually finish the entire field. There might be some, missing spots in the corners and stuff like that, which, if you play around with the settings, sometimes you get some of that stuff to clean up a little bit. Square corner fields, though, just, sometimes they don't clean up the best. But again, usually you get Courseplay to at least finish the entire field. Hired worker, good luck. Hired workers are going to pull every single stunt known in the book. Everything from turning around halfway down the field to you get a slightly angled field like this, they're just going to end up quitting. They're going to miss everything around the headlands. They miss everything in the middle of the field. It's just an absolute joke. I mean, unless you have like a perfectly square field with nothing around that field for miles, and it better be miles too, right? I mean, like, you have one tree like within a mile of the field, the hired workers be like, nope, turn it around. It's ridiculous. Supposedly, Giants was supposed to fix that here in Farming Simulator 22 with some of those issues, but I don't know, man. They maybe did slightly, because it does seem like it does sometimes work, but other times, not so much. Finish this last headland here. I figure we'll set up GPS, and we better go check on the rest of our hired workers here as well. Make sure our rake and mower are doing good, and mower and baler are doing good as well. You know, sometimes those bales can get in the way, and next thing you know, it's jammed up the entire operation. It doesn't matter whether it's the mowing or the baling. Seems like they're always causing trouble. Probably should just bring the truck over there and pick up a bunch. Really need to probably start on the middle of the field first, everyone, rather than doing the headlands first. The only problem is that's kind of backwards for mowing, right? Like for mowing, everyone, you want to do the headlands first and then, you know, start on your up and down. When it comes to the baling, it typically works best if you start on your up and down, then do the headlands. Fortunately, how do you create a Courseplay course like that, right? It's not really probably feasible or possible. Unless, of course, you're running the baler we have. If you use the OP baler like we have it, then you could definitely make that work. Because your Courseplay course does not have to line up with the windrows at all, really. Oh, I missed it. Nope. Thought I maybe missed a little weed there. Anyway, I think we could probably set GPS. Oh, that was not GPS. Oh. Ah. You know what? I think I said something about that when I did this tractor, right? We didn't put GPS on it, did we? There goes $15,000. Didn't need GPS on it at the time, but I was like, yep, now we kind of sort of do. And I think we need 90 degrees, right? Auto width. No, yeah. Oh, and are the lines? No, the lines are on. Wrong way. Let's try that. There we go. Much better. 3 passes along the headland. That should be enough. Everyone will just start going up and down the field here now. Like I said, we'll get to the other end, though. We'll go check our hired workers here in a minute, make sure everything's looking good over there. And let's head over to the comment section here in a moment, see what you folks had to say here for last episode. Starting off with Tim. Tim was saying, nice video. Maybe next spring you should plant the largest field in sunflowers. That sounds like a reasonable idea if you ask me, everyone. I think we'll probably look into doing that. Doris was asking, how do you switch to bushels? I don't remember seeing bushels as a unit under the settings. Maybe a mod? Yes, it is a mod. Yes, it is there, Doris. It is the unit convert mod. So again, the unit convert mod, and it well, it does what it says it does. Allows you to switch to bushels and pounds and basically all the American units instead of that communist rubbish, right? Yeah, we use real numbers over here. He was also asking, do you know how to work Courseplay? For sure, because I'm really bad with it. Well, I'd like to think I know how to work Courseplay. Really? Opening up Courseplay causes the tractor to quit, huh? Okay. Sure. Courseplay, if you ask me, I'm going to give you folks a quick and dirty tutorial on Courseplay here. Like I said, if you wanted to set up Courseplay for this field here, open up Courseplay. So you get the little window down here. We're going to click on the no course, or if you already have one loaded, get rid of it. but we have no course, so we're going to click no course here. Typically, I mean, you can play around with these settings if you want them. You can just leave them by default here. You don't have to change anything if you don't want to. What I would probably recommend, depending on the shape of your field, though, add a couple headlands, maybe at least 1 to 3 headlands. With the size of our implement here, I'd probably do 3. And then I also like to go down here and change the field margin, set it to like -2. This will just, again, help with courseplay and missing spots. Also, the headland overlap, you can crank that up if you want. Again, you don't even have to change any of these settings if you don't want to. Just hit the generate button. Boom. You know, that just canceled out there and closed everything. Hit the little play button in there, and you're done. So courseplay, if you ask me, has gotten very, very simple here. Now, there are still some things, I'd probably still do here. Again, I wish courseplay would keep these by default. So raise tools, you want that to be late. Lower tools, you want that to be early. Otherwise, again, courseplay will be missing spots. I don't know why those settings are that way, Evan. I cannot come up with any sort of reasonable idea as to why you'd want the settings that way. Like, nothing comes to mind. I'm like, why would you not want the plow? What's it going to hurt if it goes a little bit further than what it's supposed to, right? You're going to make sure you don't miss anything. If it doesn't go far enough, you're going to end up with missing spots. So better off going a little over than not far enough, right? At least if you ask me anyway. Next comment here from Christopher. Good video. Keep it up. Hey, thank you very much for that. And before I forget here, busy talking here with the comments. Yes, we got an issue over there, don't we? Let's go grab, where did I leave the truck at? Where did I leave the truck at? I thought it was over here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Go grab these bales here. Pretty sure they're stuck up there, aren't they? Not sure where they're both stopped, aren't they? Mower has a bale in front of it. The baling tractor, he's either because of the mower or has a bale in front of it. Let's see if we're in the right mode to pick up here. Verdict is... yeah. Never sure with this one, unfortunately. Kind of annoying. I could have courseplay pick up the bales. I wonder how well that worked. And one more over here yet on the headland. We'll probably have to do this one more time yet before we start going up and down. Okay, we'll just park this off to the side on the field over here. Okay, I can actually see the tractor over there. Yeah, perfect. Back to plowing. Trucker was saying, wishing you the best on your upcoming birth, praying for a happy, healthy baby. Thank you very much for that there, Trucker. Thank you very much. And yes, as I mentioned here a few moments ago, we are getting close. Very, very close. So... Bar S Farms was saying, I remember watching you for your Farming Simulator 15 Oklahoma series. When I was young, loved it so much, I saw that on Facebook you are converting a blade plow. A blade plow, I was curious if there was any way I could get my hands on it. I'm not sure by blade. I don't think I've done any blade plows that I remember. Ham was saying when it comes to moisture, if the moisture is too high, you wait. Well, okay, well that's kind of what I assumed. Like, yeah, there's not much else you can do about that in the game, I don't think. Ham was also saying those buttons, if it was a diesel, one was for fuel shutoff, gas, and a choke cable. There was a cigarette lighter somewhere in the lower dash. Don't remember exactly where. And the starting fluid injector was usually on the left side, down by your knee. The 10 and 20 series wasn't much difference other than a few changes in the engine and console setup. Used to own a John Deere 3010. I was more or less a 3020. And 2510s and 2520s were in between tractors. Both were way better than the John Deere 4000, he says. Yeah, the 2510 and 2520, they were, I believe, what John Deere considered to be an in-between tractor for like hay type farmers. So larger frame tractor, not as much horsepower, good for hay work. Anyway, Evan, looking at the time here, looks like it is about time to wrap it up here this episode. So with that, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, Evan, thanks for watching. Until next time.